Dreams, they always have this unique allure, evoking feelings of the extraordinary. Sometimes within them, we experience scenarios so vivid, it's as though we've ventured into another world. It prompts one to ponder, is this merely a play of the brain? Indeed, dreams emanate from the brain. With the assistance of modern technology and ceaseless research, we're starting to peel back the mystical layers of dreams. Now, scientists not only comprehend but can influence, even rewrite our dreams. Did you know? Some businesses, especially those trailblazers in advertising, are experimenting with influencing dreams for marketing. Imagine waking up with a newfound affinity for a brand. This isn't science fiction, it's reality. But returning to our point, what might have inspired these advertising moguls to embark on such an endeavor? Let's delve deeper into the science behind it. We've touched upon the subject of sleep many times. It's a phased process, encompassing light sleep, deep sleep, and the stage most linked to dreams, rapid eye movement, REM, sleep. Intriguingly, most unforgettable dreams occur during this phase. Also, unbeknownst to many, dreams serve as rehearsal time for the brain, sometimes even sparking astounding creativity. Antonio Zadra of the University of Montreal and Bob Stickgold from Harvard Medical School propose a novel dream theory termed network exploration to understand possibilities. In essence, dreams are the brain's attempt to connect recent profound experiences with earlier memories and knowledge. For instance, after your first driving lesson filled with anxiety and excitement, the brain replays the day during deep sleep, solidifying the memories. During REM sleep, the brain becomes more creative, linking driving to other memories. Hence, sometimes, the innovations in our dreams are genuinely breathtaking. Mr. Zadra interestingly posits that while deep sleep makes you smarter, REM sleep imparts wisdom. Every night we venture into another wondrous realm. There often lies marvels transcending reality. Let's focus on those captivating dreams during REM sleep. Perhaps you've experienced it. Soaring freely in the night sky like a bird, gliding over streets, scaling mountains, and floating amongst clouds, feeling an unprecedented freedom. Upon waking, you might wonder, how could I feel such vivid flight? Have I truly flown before? Scientists have provided an answer. When we're engrossed in a dream, even with eyes closed, the brain believes it's truly seeing and feeling. Yet the part responsible for discernment and judgment, the prefrontal cortex, is dormant. Hence, in the kingdom of dreams, our perception is both genuine and unrestrained, uninhibited by reality. What you see, you believe. What you feel, you believe as well. I recall once penning a simple poem in a dream, feeling divinely inspired. However, when morning sunlight streamed in and I re-examined those lines, it dawned on me. They were quite ordinary, nothing like the dream sensation. Truly, even a sliver of doubt in a dream seems to dissipate its magic. This profound insight reveals how gullible and trusting we are in dreams, explaining why advertisers are seizing this immense business opportunity. Dreams also possess a bizarre nature. For instance, wandering an unknown path in a dream, you encounter a stranger who shares a few words. Or you find yourself in a never-before-seen venue that mesmerizes you. So, how do you make sense of these unexpected scenarios? Interestingly, the entire dream fabric is woven by your brain. Every character, every plot, all spawn from your mind. Yet why are you often so astonished by scenarios your own brain crafts in dreams? Clearly, when we dream, the brain seems to split. Part of it continues to play the real you, while the other silently weaves the dream. There's a particular type of dream, the lucid dream, serving as an open laboratory for scientists. In such dreams, you're keenly aware of your dream state and can even interact with the external world to an extent. Imagine telling a researcher, I met someone in my dream, and they might respond, could you ask him what 3 + 4 equals? Surprisingly, dream characters often can't answer correctly. Either they're wrong or simply depart. Given that these figures are your brain's creations, and you clearly know the answer, why might they be ignorant? Zadra theorizes that the brain hides the true intent of the dream characters and scenarios it creates to test your genuine reactions. It's an immersive game set by the brain to observe how you adapt and interpret. In this game, logic and calculation are strictly off limits. So in our dreams, the brain doesn't guide us towards calm reasoning, but instead sails us across the ocean of memories, allowing us to experience the swells of emotions and adapt to various unforeseen scenes. When we realize this, the idea of artificially intervening in our dreams becomes an intriguing subject. Rewinding back to Freud's era, humans already exhibited profound curiosity about dreams. Do you recall the film titled Inception? It portrayed the grandiose scenes of altering someone's beliefs by manipulating dreams. Some even tried listening to foreign languages before drifting to sleep in hopes of learning in their dreams, but the outcomes often proved unsatisfactory. So, how does one effectively intervene in a dream? Contemporary research has unveiled two core insights for us. The first insight is, rather than implanting hard facts, it's better to instill soft emotions. Within our dreams, it's possibly challenging to absorb new information or knowledge. However, our feelings, emotions, and perceptions of certain matters might change because of these dreams. Consider this experiment. Researchers selected a group of smokers, gathering detailed information about their recent smoking habits. Then, the participants were made to sleep in the lab. As they were engrossed in their dreams, the scent of cigarettes was released, blended with repulsive smells like rotten eggs or fish. This process was so swift that upon waking, participants were oblivious to it and couldn't recall any related dreams. Yet, astonishingly, within the subsequent week, their smoking reduced by a staggering 30%. Seemingly, in their dreams, the cigarette scent was somehow linked with those detestable odors. Delving deeper into the brain's mechanism, this is essentially the brain associating the two scents in the dream. In dreams, reduced serotonin makes it easier for the brain to accept and acknowledge formed associations. Concurrently, your norepinephrine levels also drop, meaning your rationality becomes restricted. As a result, your brain genuinely believes there's some connection between cigarettes and rotten eggs. Isn't this like a real-life Inception? What's worth noting is that this kind of emotional implantation can only occur in dreams. Conversely, a control group that smelled both cigarette and rotten egg scents while awake didn't exhibit a similar effect, because when awake we can rationally distinguish between the two odors without misconceiving the cigarette. This offers a new perspective for advertisers to integrate ads into dreams. The goal for advertisers has shifted. Instead of loudly proclaiming a brand's superiority, they now link brands with things that people cherish through dreams. The second insight reveals a magical time frame. The fleeting moments when you're about to sink into a dream but haven't yet fully fallen asleep. Once you're deeply asleep, external noises or messages become non-existent to you, unreachable. Yet before falling asleep, your rationale naturally rejects any incoming information. Only at the brink of dreaming, you can both perceive and trust the info. To precisely capture this moment, researchers designed a technique named targeted dream incubation, TDI. They crafted wearable devices, like gloves, that monitor real-time heart rate, skin conductivity, even finger flexing, deducing if the user is in that magical window period. Once the golden moment arrives, the device plays a preset message. This miraculous device is called Dormio. Astoundingly, during this pivotal implantation window, when researchers prompted participants to imagine a towering tree, the vast majority indeed encountered that tree in their dreams, experiencing creative dream journeys. Standing on the threshold of the future, contemplating these potential developments, one can't help but be exhilarated. Just imagine, how will the advertising industry ingeniously utilize this trick? And where will tech giants like Apple and Google head, let alone certain purpose-driven departments? Combining wearable tech, deep data analytics, and information implantation, the future of advertising seems within reach. Yet, the ethical concerns that come along can't be ignored. In fact, in response to this, over 40 dream researchers signed a joint statement last year explicitly opposing the use of this technology in advertising. But we both know, when faced with potential profits, whether this opposition will genuinely make a difference remains to be seen. Perhaps in the not-so-distant future, our dreams won't be our personal sanctuaries, but gold mines eyed by all. Deep into the night, we might all need certain rituals to safeguard our dreams from intrusion. However, on the flip side, for us as individuals, this signifies a tremendous opportunity. As previously mentioned, studying crucial knowledge before sleep can aid in deeper retention. And now, knowing about this pre-dream golden window, those seeking creative inspiration might find this period as their creative peak. In that semi-conscious state, who knows what sparks you might ignite?